Hello YouTube, this is my first video of 2023. This is going to be an interesting video because I'm reviewing my 5-year-old copy of Pokemon Heart Gold. I'm selling the game and I have a near completed Pokedex on this, so I just wanted to go through and explore the file. This is kind of going to be like my last crusade of sorts. So that's me, Sam. Hello. 131 hours, Pokedex 281, badges 16. I haven't beat Red yet, but the craziest thing about this game is just how much I've grinded in it. As you saw, I just got my balls from Kurt. Gotta save me. Save those balls. The most exciting part about this game, though, I actually have a living dex. This is Red's Eevee. So if you guys read the manga, in the manga, Red had an Eevee that could evolve on command into Jolteon, Flareon, or Vaporeon. And since this is all the same Pokemon, that's what I call it. Is because technically it is Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, and Eevee all at the same time. It has the exact same stats, the exact same trainer ID, exact same independent IDs, because it was cloned 4 times. Also, I cloned the Eevee a few more times, so if you wanted to do Umbreon, Espeon, Sylveon, Glaceon, and Leafeon, you could also do that. That is a legit shiny Machoke. This is from Emily. And Emily played through Leaf Green. I bought the game at Disc Replay, and it had no hacked mons. One questionable one, though, which I will show you now. Mystery Mew, trainer ID 6930. May 18th, 2011. Oh, yeah. Got some Pokemon with Pokerus. I had a Pokerus. I traded one in with Pokerus, and a lot of them have had it just because I had them in my party while I was raising them up. So there is pretty much an unlimited supply of Pokerus on this game. If you go through... Oh yeah, that's a legit shiny Blossom. This I just found on a random game file. This was from a Japanese Ruby file, which is absolutely crazy. But the entire game is legit other than those few questionable mons. And if you can check, the ones that I've raised, I never hacked in this game. I did clone, though. So if you want to see what a complete living dex looks like after about 5 years of play, this is what it looks like. And then another questionable mon. This came from Emily too. 10th anniversary. I don't know what 2011 means, but oh yeah, I gave it Pokerus. It didn't come with Pokerus. I put it in my party, gave it Pokerus, and started leveling it up to take it through the Elite Four, and that's why it's 76. I basically used it to grind the Elite Four. But yeah, one of my Pokemon had Pokerus, and yeah, a lot of them have Pokerus now. Oh, that's a shiny Blaziken. That's dope. Don't know if that one's hacked. Yeah, the Japanese Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire are questionable. Oh, the ones from Gamir are all legit, though. Weird stuff, but they came from so many different files. I can't confirm their legitimacy 100%, but I can say that, yeah, the Celebi and Mew came from a leaf green copy I bought 5 years ago. And it had a completely unshiny save aside from the shiny Machoke. And then the only 2 unusual mons were Mew and Celebi. So I don't know if these are 100% legit, but if you check the IDs, they match up. I didn't know until I traded them in. If I would have known, I would have cloned them and left them in the 3rd gen games, because those are super rare. Those aren't common Pokemon. Oh yeah, and then I caught my Ho-Oh in a fastball. I bought so many different games to complete this living dex. I think it only fitting that this get transferred to someone else who's trying to complete the living dex and has from like Gen 3 onwards. I just think it would be cool because I'll go through and show you guys. 90% of these were raised by different people. So I raised this one, I raised this one, Emily raised this one, I raised this one, I raised this one, Scott raised that one, I raised this one, I raised this one, Scott raised that one, I raised this one, Emily raised this one, I 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 raised this one. I raised most of them, but like Emily helped me out so much. So I just really like it if Emily, all of her work got to get carried on and these Pokemon didn't just get reset. Because she traded with so many people. Like the Pokemon from Scott were all on Emily's game. She had a near complete Pokedex on Leaf Green. Well, not near complete. I obviously did a lot of the work for Kanto, but there's so many of her mons in here that I've traded up and migrated, and if you guys know how long migrating takes, at least 30 of those hours were spent playing the migrating game. This file is just unreal. It is intercontinental from a Japanese ruby, Japanese sapphire. The emerald copy I got from the person, I forget his name, Demir. That person, the game I bought it from, the person I bought it from, it was eBay listing in Jamaica. So the game came from Jamaica. So this Trico from Demir was played in Jamaica. And then those Japanese mons, they were played in Japan. I ordered the game from Japan. So this file has Pokemon from all over the world. And if that Celebi and Mew are legit, that's a 2000s Celebi and Mew from the Toys R Us events when they were originally out. I guess I'll show you my trainer card first. This part's pretty cool. $639,000 Pokedollars. I've played through the... I don't... Where's your Hall of Fame records? Hall of Fame. So that was May 31st, 2012. That definitely wasn't 2012, my DS. I just changed the time. I was raising mons for a lot of it. This was my original team. So yeah, you guys see 2017 and then I changed my time. So yeah, this is the original team I played through the game from. Since I was, at the time, I was playing it with, no, I didn't play this in 2017. It should have been 2018 or 2019. But dating time was probably wrong on the system. But those Pokemon were traded from Platinum, which was beaten. So yeah, this Metang and then this Flygon were traded from Platinum, so they were probably there now. All the Gen 2 and 1 mons are there, but yeah. Second time I went through, I had Metagross. Third time I went through, I should have had Tyranitar. Oh, no, fourth time? Fifth time? Yeah, there we go. We finally evolved Tyranitar at the 5th time. So yeah, I've been through the Elite Four a lot of times, and not only that, I went through the Elite Four with an Amulet coin. I think I have a few Amulet coins, so what I'll do is I'll show you the bag. Because I traded it from Fire Red and Leaf Green. I cleared out 2 games. Yeah, 6 EXP shares, Lagging Tail, Metal Coat. Every evolution item, there should be at least 1. Oh yeah, how many Amulet coins? Oh yeah, I got 3 Amulet coins if you need them in these games. Because you can clone in Gen 3, but you can't clone in Gen 4. Okay, so hear me out. If you guys don't understand, in Gen 3 and Emerald, there was a glitch in the Battle Tower where you could clone items if you performed some weird button combination. And because of that, for whatever reason, I just have decided in my head canon that it's legit. If as long as you can do it in the game without any outside resources or help or cheating devices, if you can do it in the game, then to me it's legit. So everything in here is locked in. It either came from a Gen 3 game or I found it here. I guess the only real distinction being that if it's cloned and you got it free of a Game Shark, free of cheating devices, it's safe to use. It won't cause bad eggs, the game won't crash. And if they're cloned mons, you can also trade them up to the new games because their values are legit. As long as they weren't genned in with some weird aftermarket thing, they were cloned, they will trade into the new games easily. 2 Soothe Bells, leftovers. I'm pretty sure things are locked in this game. It's impossible to trade them up. I would have cloned and traded in more rare candies, but it takes way too long, man. These were what I had. This is the other reason I count cloning as legit, is because it just takes so long. It's a very time-consuming process to clone items and then migrate them up to the next game. It's so much easier to just grind through the Elite Four than go through cloning them in Gen 3 and then migrating them to Gen 4 6 at a time and then using it. It's not worth it. So, which means the Master Balls were traded in. I never used the Master Ball in this game, so the 2 were traded in from other games. I don't like to hack Master Balls because it's just not as fun. But as you guys can see, Fastballs 13, Lure Balls 12, Moon Balls 8, Friend Balls 13, Level Balls 12, Heavy Balls 23, Love Balls 8. Every ball you can have Kurt make, I've grinded them. TMs, I think I have most of them. Everyone you can buy, I have it. And if they're good, there's a few of them. Stuff, Dark Pulse, stuff that can be traded from Gen 4, Overheat, or Gen 3. Overheat, Thief, Aerial Ace. Anything you wouldn't want, you can get back to max money in this game and then buy items if you want to raise your Pokemon and train in this game. And then, yeah, it has there's Pokerus on this file. There's live Pokerus. So if you want to train, you can do that. And I'll show you guys my team. Dragonite, Dratini. Oh yeah, and Meowth for pickup. I have like 5 Meowths, all with pickup. Alright, and I'm back. I just went through all the boxes to see kind of what we could get out of it all. And so I went through and I sorted all the Pokemon that I considered might be hacked, because there's just something weird about it, like a Modest Kyogre. Remove that. I made a hacked box. There we go. So any Pokemon that I thought might have been hacked, I put in that box. So anyone who gets this game in the future can go through and at their own discretion move them. This is Gen 4. But here are all the mons. So we have this Eevee that I personally cloned like 50 times. So you have, I call it Red's Eevee. So you guys got the point before, but in the manga, Red got an Eevee from, it was experimented on by Team Rocket, and they did illegal, sketchy experiments on it, and it could evolve into a Vaporeon, Flareon, or Jolteon at will. And this Eevee is one Eevee. It's all the same Modest Eevee, but it's been cloned, so you can have it as Eevee, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon. And then if you started out as Eevee, you have Eevee, Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. So you can have Red's Eevee that evolves into every single Eevee, and it's all the same Eevee. So if you want to have that weird little manga reference in-game without having hacked a weird Eevee in, it's a legit Eevee that... Alright, I mean, the Eevee's debatable. I really have no idea whether it was legit or hacked in. It just came from a save file where it didn't have other shinies on it. So it seemed less likely that it would have been game sharked in specifically for a modest Eevee. I don't know though, but check it out. But really the reason I kept this specific Eevee is because I'd love to see if when you trade a cloned Pokemon into the new games, if it's okay, or if it will know that it's been cloned a million times. Because it's a Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, and Eevee that were all cloned out of an Eevee and then evolved after being cloned. There's a really legit looking shiny Machoke. These are all my team mons. Flygon, Metagross, Typhlosion, Raitaro. I really like Raichu. I like Raichu more than Pikachu. So we have completed Kanto. Missing Kabuto, Kabutops. And then Typhlosion goes right there. And then Feraligatr goes right there. But if you can see, they're in my party. So I have placeholders. If you want to breed more of them and have a complete living dex, they're there. Or you don't even have to breed more of them. You just have to raise some Pokemon up. But with this is the completed national dex. Oh, this one also seems sketchy. There's so many shinies from this Japanese copy where I'm just, they could have completely legitimately caught these, but it's easier to just put it up to the discretion of whoever buys this. There's a couple Pokemon that I clone, like Feebas, and then I think there might be two, yeah, there's two of this mild Trico, because mild is a good nature for Trico, so I cloned it. So you can have one as a Trico, one as a Sceptile if you really wanted to. Going through, oh, here's that again. Just because I'm not, I'm not a mean guy. I'm not gonna just take hacked Pokemon out of the game because they seem sketchy. I'll leave them there for your discretion. And I cloned you two shiny Kyogres because purple is my favorite color and Kyogre is awesome. And this box is the utility box because, as you see, we got Chansey, Kangaskhan. Cute Charm, Igglybuff, both genders, so if you're trying to find the Cute Charm glitch in a Gen 4 game without hacking, you can trade these over. See if in your first few encounters you get a shiny. Super easy. I think it's 1 in 10 chances with the Cute Charm glitch, so you'd know in 10 encounters without having to hack. So you just trade one of those in and you run around. All these Meowths for pickup. Some extra Beldums that I was breeding because I was trying to breed a shiny one. It says modest, but I'm 100% sure that yeah, they're both modest. Oh, they all have Pokerus too. That's nice. They probably haven't had it for longer than a day, but if you do want to breed, train them, I would train them as fast as you can once you take them out of the box. Or transfer it, or use it to transfer to a Pokemon that you want to raise with Pokerus. So yeah, here is the entire file. This is probably the most unreal file of a Pokemon game that I have. I don't know if this is just... They could have hacked in that Celebi and the Mew, but considering that everything about him else looks right, well, I don't know what to say. Everything that seems legit to me I left in the game. So this is my copy of Heart Gold, and I'm putting it up on eBay. So if anybody wants to continue this adventure, that would mean a lot to me. Emily, Scott, Demir, everybody who's worked to put the effort into finding all these Pokemon. And the reason I took so much time to go through all this is when I buy games, if it's a hacked Pokemon, I don't count that as part of my adventure. I want a genuine, honest journey. Is someone else, I could care less if someone else caught them on or I caught them on. But the fact is that everyone was on the same honest journey to catch them all. And that's what this game signifies to me. It might just be a silly game file. This might be one of the rarest game files for Soul Silver just because it has Mew and Celebi that are potentially legit. I have no way of checking it, so it's up to you guys. Whoever sees this, if you want to take the reins and complete this file, I will leave that up to you. So this was my first video of 2023. Oh, I didn't beat Red, so the game is uncompleted. So if you want to catch a Lugia, a Kabuto, and a Kabutops and then beat Red, you will have completely beat this game file. And I think that's something it's pretty special. Just how much time went into it. This is 5 years in the making of game collecting, trading, migrating, all done by me and whoever else played the games before I bought them. So this is a really cool journey that I've been on, and that's as far as I'm taking it. I have little interest in playing the game anymore. I just wanted to make this video, put it out there for anyone who might enjoy seeing a file that's had this much time put into it, because the 131 hours is only in this game. Not in Emerald, not in Leaf Green, not in Fire Red, not in Ruby, not in Sapphire, not in Platinum. Just this game. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. And thank you to whoever continues this journey for me. And if the person who buys this game is watching this video, or has watched this video, I'm probably going to link this video on the eBay listing so someone can watch it, see the entire game file played through, me explaining. I don't know if these are all hacked. They might be completely legit and I'm just sketching. But this is the game you're buying, and I would love to see if you beat the game or use this to complete a complete living dex. It would be awesome to see some of these mons make their way into all the way to maybe Scarlet or Violet or something, take the full rest of the journey, see where they go. So it's a perfect way to start the new year. A new journey, a baton pass, if you will. So thank you guys for watching. Love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.